If you're like me, you've probably rewatched the Planet Coaster 2 trailer over and over and over again, trying to find all of the little details that will make this game stand apart from its predecessor. However, I'm glad you've joined me here because I have top secret information. I was brought into a secret Discord server where Frontier themselves showed me the secrets of everything they're bringing to Planet Coaster 2. Everything from scaling to customizable trains to the biggest update to the Planet series that everyone has been asking for. So let's jump right into all of the stuff that everyone's talking about already, I'm sure. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Leaf, and I'm so glad that you guys have found your way here. Keep in mind, everything that I saw and I'm reporting on is subject to change. It was a developer's build after all, so everything might not look the same or be the same as I report. Now, the biggest or the smallest thing that we need to talk about is scaling. Yes, you've heard that right. Scaling is officially coming to the Planet series. What I was actually able to see extrapolate was that objects can only be scaled from 60% of their original size, about half as big as they typically are, up to 200% or twice as big. This is a huge game changer, as it's the first Frontier game to include something even like this. Take that, Dog's Life. Now we're finally gonna be past the days of Frontier doubling their scenery count with each DLC and pack, with a large version and a small version of the same exact piece. And with the possibility of a free build mod too for PC players, I'm certain that we'll be able to find a way as a modding community to scale even below 60% and even above 200%, but we're getting too ambitious right there. Regardless, this feature is incredible, looked incredible from what we were shown, and I for one cannot wait to play with it. It's going to completely revolutionize the way that both Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo players will be able to play. The next fairly interesting development for Planet Coaster 2 are shared saves. So typically for the Planet Zoo process and Planet Coaster process, if you want to build on the same map as your friend, you can't build in the same time like Parkitect. Oh no, no, no. Instead, you have to upload your file to the Steam Workshop, set it to private, send that link directly to your friend. They have to subscribe to it, and once they subscribe to it, they can load into the park, save it on their end, make their changes, save it, upload it to the Blueprint Workshop. Oh my god, it's so annoying. And because it's so annoying, Frontier have officially changed that process. Now with shared save, they were mentioned briefly in the store page write-up. The ability to build with your friends is going to be even easier. To my understanding, you can link saves locally on your own computer with an internet connection, of course, to build with other people, one at a time, on a park together, without the need to upload and go through the hassle of the Steam and Frontier workshops. This is such a small thing on the grand scale of Planet Coaster 2, but it's going to be insanely helpful for collabs, for building projects that you make with your friends, and so much more. But I think what everyone has complained since day one of Planet Coaster has been the pathing system. The pathing system has officially been reworked. We weren't able to see any of the paths being placed, but we have been told that there are now plaza tools, so we can now make large plazas without the need for paths crossing over each other. Oh no, I can't place this there because there was already a path. We don't know much about this pathing system as of yet, but I am certain in the coming weeks and months we'll be able to see just a little bit more information on it. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's talk about the biggest feature coming to Planet Coaster 2. Water parks are officially making a splash in the Frontier long-beloved coaster series. It's about time as well, because Frontier did it like over 15 years ago with Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 so it's about damn time they're finally coming back to Planet Coaster 2. The Pool Construction Tool, or the PCT, that's never going to catch on, is going to allow you to place custom shapes of pools as well as preset types with curved edges and sharp edges. Talk about edging. Now, my building mind is thinking whether or not we'll actually be able to place items in or around these pools. Think of how cool it would be to seamlessly integrate pools into like the side of a giant volcano weenie in your park, or having like really intricate 3D slides coming down. Regardless, paths will be able to connect to pools, which is incredible, but paths aren't the only things that interact with pools. We also get a slurry of new aquatic rides specifically for pools. The first one that we get to see officially in the trailer too is the drop slide. This is going to be so awesome. So it's a one person or one peep at a time slide that guests will walk up to, they'll get into, and then the floor gets out underneath them and they just drop right to the pool. Really awesome stuff, but we also get some normal body flumes. Think of like the Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 one, where it's just like the one person in the slide. We get some of those, and we get some very interesting other ones too. We got ones that lead to a splash pad. For the drop flumes, it leads like right in it. It's like one of those big racing ones. I don't know. But what I'm so excited for are the tube flumes. These will be able to fit up to 6 peeps at a time, and they have so many special elements, including like a whirlpool. They have like a boomerang element that shoots you forward and then comes backward down like a different path. There are so many awesome new pieces coming here that we were able to see, but unfortunately I have no images of. So you're just gonna have to believe me. So yes, pools are going to be an incredible feature. They also come with their own mini features as well, since we get some new shops, facilities, and we have to worry about guest health as well. We get the new sunscreen enrichment. Oh my god, I'm still in Planet Zoo mind. We got the new sunscreen stall, so guests will now be able to buy sunscreen. They'll be able to buy pool floaties as well, which is pretty awesome. They'll be able to buy pool tickets, and you'll need to monitor your guests' sunscreen intake, their shade coverage around the park, which I know everyone has been asking about because it's such an important part of like park design. And also lifeguards, the newest staff member that you'll be able to put down here. Really cool stuff. Besides that, there are a few returning rides from Planet Coaster as well. We get the Teacups ride, which we are able to see in a super in-depth like coverage of it. We get to see 2 semi-rotating, like one that rotates clockwise and one that rotates counterclockwise. 2 different elements. And guess what? You can officially build on top of the rides and they will interact with the world around them. So what I mean by this, you can build, as you see in the trailer, the teacup ride, and you can build on that spinning element right there, put down any blueprints on top of that, put down any scenery item, and it will be able to rotate because it's linked to that like axis or whatever. I have no idea how it works in game, but it is so cool because we can finally build like moving scenery pieces, scenery items, all that stuff. In addition to that, FlexiColor also got a significant upgrade. Now we have additional slots not only for colors, but for patterns as well. Take that, Sims 4. So yeah, we were able to see the patterns being swapped out. There were a few nautical ones. There were a few like retro, kind of like space kind of looking ones, like very angular. So it's going to be interesting what ones we get and what ones we get in DLCs too. Also, those rides from before, we did see our lovely community managers building on a roller coaster. So they were actually able to edit the rides themselves and put scenery pieces right onto them. And guess what? There are symmetry tools now. So whatever you place down on the left side of the coaster, if you want, you switch this little tab on, and then it builds it on the right-hand side as well. Super awesome stuff. You can also do that for several trains in your car as well, several cars in your train as well. I'm getting mixed up. But regardless, what it means is that if you build on the first train, it will repeat all throughout the other trains as well. So you could do some really awesome, intricate theming work and stuff like that. So excited to see how that turns out. There's also an event sequencer, so kind of like the trigger system in Planco, we can officially make like little event themed animatronics and stuff like that. We still get a whole bunch of animated pieces. Of course, we were able to see some of those, but hopefully we can also use the event sequencer for fireworks and laser shows. But of course, what themes do we get? What parks will we be able to make right off the bat? Well, there's not too many themes this time around, and not really the ones that you think. We get the official Planet Coaster theme, which is just a very basic theme, but it's very welcome, because it's extremely versatile. We can do a million different things with that. We have the aquatic theme, which we could see all throughout the trailer, and what we were able to see in the exclusive, like, developer showcase or whatever. Super awesome. It's very like under the sea meets Yellow Submarine kind of feel. Really awesome. The purple rocks are a bit jarring, but I hope we'll be able to flexi color those. We get the resort theme, which is very California-esque, as they describe. It's just a very modern, very good city building pieces that I was able to find in there. Now the two other themes. The two very out-of-the-place themes, in my opinion. We get a mythological theme, which is going to be really awesome. Do not get me wrong. I first saw this pop up when they were scrolling through, like, the scenery pieces, and it said mythological brazier, or brazier? No, we're not getting bras. We're getting a emblem that holds fire. One of those. So we get that, and we're also getting, like, a few other, I assume, animatronics for mythological, which is kind of cool, but it's like, that would not be the first thing that I would expect out of a Planet Coaster base game. And we also get the Viking theme too. I guess we're getting Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Origins over here. I don't know. But yeah, Viking theme, which is kind of crazy. I guess it makes sense because a lot of these do have to do with pools, which kind of go hand in hand. And I'm sure we'll even be able to mix and match them, like Viking with aquatic seems pretty much hand in hand. But we can mix mythological with aquatic and get like a sort of Atlantean theme. I don't know, like the brain is flowing over here with ideas. But what's really telling over here is that those are our only themes. What's going to happen with our fairy tale theme, our pirate theme, our sci-fi theme, even our studios theme? Obviously, I think it kind of goes without saying, but I am your informative guide through this process, so they're probably going to sell it a la carte. We're probably going to get the not Viking DLC, we're going to get the pirate DLC, we're going to get the fairy tale DLC. I know it's not what everyone wants, but it's just how it's going to be. I really hope that this isn't the case for Planet Zoo, because it would break my heart if we don't get an Africa and an Asia theme base game, because it just makes sense. And this whole, I'm not even going to go into Planet Zoo for this video, because I'm sure all the new Planco people don't want to hear it. But this has some serious implications for Planet Zoo 2, if a sequel were to ever come. I don't know, it got me thinking. But holy crap, guys, I am so excited for the prospect of Planet Coaster 2, and I'm sure all of you are pretty much excited. If you're like me, if you played Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 in the past, Tycoon 3, if you even played Thrillville Off the Rails, Parkitect, Planet Coaster 1, you guys are probably so excited for what this game will have. But of course, this might even leave a lot to be desired, and I've said before, I am not a thuzy by any means. I am a theme park enjoyer, so if there's any like thuzies out there who want to talk about like, you know, oh, they don't have this latest RMC included in here, I'm so interested, because like that's an entire niche community I would love to learn so much more about. So let me know your thoughts down below, and yeah, get excited for Planet Coaster 2. We don't have an official release date yet, but it's so exciting. And I wanted to thank Frontier one last time for bringing me in with like some of my biggest inspirations like Jaunty and Silverette to watch this presentation. Oh my god, it was just so cool. But yep, that's all we know about Planet Coaster 2. I'm sure some of my fellow content creators have covered some of the things that, you know, I probably missed, but I'm really hoping I covered everything. Regardless, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to stay subscribed and like the video for any future Planet Coaster 2 news. I'm going to cover pretty much anything that comes out about this game, but rest assured, Zoo fans, I am not leaving that game anytime soon. We still have so much left to do with it. Don't you worry. Thank you guys so much one last time for watching. Take care and have the most wonderful of wonderful days. Bye-bye.